Welcome back to another episode of Cats Out the Bag. It's Hot Topic Tuesday. I got my boy Tay here with me today.
Hey guys.
It's his first time potting. How do you feel?
I'm a little nervous, but I'm excited.
Did you read through all the topics?
I did. I woke up from a nap and I actually read through all the topics, so I felt rested and I felt clear-minded.
Ready to fucking talk shit?
Yes, I'm always ready to talk shit.
So we're going to jump right into it. Kyle Richard.
Since the day before 4th of July, I've been waiting to talk about this with anyone who would listen. So, let's go.
They announced their divorce the day before 4th of July, and it was like a whirlwind. Literally every single fucking news thing was reporting about it. You would think someone was dead.
Really, like I remember when I saw the article, I literally gasped. Like I was like because it's just Kyle and Mauricio. There's no other couples, maybe a couple other beloved couples that are out there that you would be so shocked that the world would stop, honestly.
How long were they married?
I think 27 years.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And they've been on the show for how long?
Since season 1.
Oh my
They
God.
are original.
So they're like the darlings of.
Yeah, 100%. They're originals of Beverly Hills. It's like Nene and Greg. It's like Meredith and her husband, Lisa and Ken. Anybody of these couples, it's like it would be a huge shock to anyone if it just came out and it was like, oh my God, they're getting divorced. They were so loving all the time, all the time. So,
and they have 4 children.
Yeah, they do have 4 children and like 8 dogs and like 12 houses. So,
I wonder if they're gonna split it right down the middle. Each gets 2 kids, 4 dogs, 6 houses.
Yeah, but I mean, like even on top of it, they didn't even say they were gonna get divorced. They're just kind of chilling, I guess, and living separate lives but married. So in an open relationship, or
yeah, a lot of people are saying they're gonna not get divorced.
Yeah,
and they're just going through it.
Or maybe they're asexual. Who knows?
Could be.
Anything can happen these days.
If you have that many houses, I mean, you can hide.
Yeah.
It's not like you have to be like Kim and Kanye. Kim was on one side of the compound. Kanye was on the other, fucking making beats.
I'm still upset over it because I feel like love doesn't exist anymore. I just feel like they were so loving and so caring all the time and always all over each other and like did everything together, and 27 years and they're just gonna split up. And do we say for another woman on her part?
Do people think that she's les?
I do think she's a lesbian. I mean, she has been so much more edgier since she started hanging out with this Morgan Wade, who I've never even heard of until this whole debacle came down. I saw days before they made the announcement. I saw this Morgan and Kyle, but I didn't understand what was going on. I just saw what was being put on the internet, and I saw, oh, they have the same tattoo. They have a ring. And it's
what?
Like, yeah. And somebody brought it up to me earlier today, and you know, when Kyle makes a friend, she makes such a good best friend, and she's always with that person. She did it with Lisa, she did it with Erica, she did it with Teddy, which with Teddy I thought it was so weird. And Teddy is also very similar to Morgan Wade, like a little bit more butchy. She's like, gives that walk. But I don't know, like Kyle just hyper focuses on people, like her husband and her children, and Lisa Vanderpump, Dorit, and everybody else. And I don't know. I don't want to believe she's a lesbian. Not that I care. I mean, I'm gay, so for me to care if someone goes to be a lesbian, that'd be a huge oxymoron.
Right.
If I finally use that in the right term. But yeah, I'm just like upset.
If it comes out that she is gay, we're coming back on here to throw a celebration of coming out for her, since she's running after the butches.
I'll apologize.
On air.
On air.
But speaking of divorce, Kim and Croy revoked their divorce.
Which also, they're another one, I guess. Like, they were another one. He's loved her through so many faces. So many faces and so many plastic surgeries. I mean, I think she probably just got a new facelift and he fell in love again.
Yeah.
I don't know.
She's definitely getting a pussy lift as well.
Yeah, definitely. She's definitely done like a yoni steam and all of that. She probably has a yoni egg as well.
Oh yeah, she's tightening that sucker up. It's probably like a steel trap.
There's like a really good meme of her out there on one of the reunions, and she's like all, and it was like all you could see is like everything that she hasn't got done, so fluctuated in her
Mm-hmm.
face, like underneath here, and like I guess like just everything just like pushed up. She just and her lips, she just looks so
It
bad.
makes me
But
so sad because her daughters literally went to the same doctor as her and they look like her twins.
yeah, it looks like a whorehouse.
And not a whorehouse. And then the daughter came out and said she wanted to take everything out after doing all of that.
Yeah, a
She
lot
got
of
herself a little man too.
yeah, I feel like a lot of people are doing that now. They're like taking away what they wanted in. Black China did
Oh
it.
my god, she rebranded herself. She
Yeah.
graduated with a doctorate. She went back to being called Angela White.
I don't
I
know if
just
she
have so many
graduated.
questions. I have so many
I
questions.
think it was more of an honorary, and it was
Yeah.
of a I was looking at this the other day, which good for you, Black China. If you ever see this, like I do like you and I do love you. You're super pretty. But she has a doctorate in biblical liberal arts,
Yes.
which I just to me is that something that would be deserving of a doctorate degree
Right.
because I would have a PhD in serving and bartending
Yeah.
with not a cent put into any student loans.
If I could have you make a drink right now to prove that, I would.
I wish I could, but Tom Sandoval, I'm coming for you.
Oh my god. Give us a job at Tom and Sandy's.
Yeah.
Schwartz and Sandy's.
Oh my god. Well, oh, that's a good question. Which restaurant would you love to work at if it could be of any of Lisa Vanderpump's?
Sir.
Because where you take your mistress.
Oh, that's
Well,
definitely where I'm taking my mistress.
I want to
That's
go.
where everyone else takes them.
I want to go where a husband takes his wife, so I'll go to Villa Blanca.
Oh, that's classy.
Yeah.
That's well, I don't know if Lisa has her hand in something about her sandwich shop, but I might want to dip my little fingers into that. It's
Yeah.
looking real cutesy up in there.
That just sounds, speaking on the lesbian topic, I'm sure Kyle Richards has her hands, there's something in there as
Oh,
well
yeah.
now.
She's
Maybe
got her
Morgan
hands
Wade.
in someone's pussy. Definitely. Speaking of Ariana Madix, though, she was recently collabing with Derek Huff on a little coming out video announcing her joining Dancing with the Stars cast.
Yes.
I feel like it was so early for them to even announce it. They really jumped the gun on it, but she better be one hell of a dancer
Yeah.
because she has a lot of people she needs to prove wrong.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I do not watch Dancing with the Stars. I do not think it's that interesting. I understand why people like it. My competitive game show of choice is RuPaul's Drag Race.
Okay.
I like a little bit more activity
Mm-hmm.
challenges. But I root for anything that Ariana's doing because she is a boss and she's coming back from something absolutely crazy.
Yep.
So I don't care if she was supporting. Actually, let me take that back. Not anything that you could do, Ariana, but there are things that I support you're doing a lot of. And Dancing with the Stars is one of them. I definitely think she is going to go far in that because she's so athletic. She's so beautiful.
She is.
I feel like she's just so Ariana.
And I feel like we're finally going to be able to see her single personality come to light.
Yeah.
She's not going to have to like think about what Tom or some other fucking bozo is saying. She's just going to let her freak flag fly. And her and Katie, not Katie Schwartz, but Katie, I feel like they're just reinventing themselves. They're both single now. She just got out of a divorce.
Yep.
And they're just out here being single bitches. Like they're doing the damn thing. Like
And
literally.
They both look absolutely phenomenal.
The best
Like,
they've ever looked.
ever looked. Because Katie, and I love you too, you've gone through so many hair. If you remember that little orange type of shoulder length, choppy type thing.
Yeah.
That was my least favorite. I still like, that was traumatizing, that hair. But I support a decision for a woman to do whatever she wants to do to her body.
Right.
So go with it. But you guys look the best you ever looked. So, and also I kind of like, I was thinking about this today because I was looking at Ariana's Instagram after you told me that she was going to be a topic of today. And it led me to her brother's Instagram, who was on the show for a good amount of
Yes.
time. And then he was actually talking to Billy Lee, which I thought was super cool. And that they posted that for obvious reasons. I thought that was very cool to be in mainstream television. And I thought, like, again, like, kick Schwartz out. Do not give him any money
Right.
to make money off this because he is just like horrible to women. So like, why would you even like put a platform for him to like show himself? Bring back Jeremy Maddox.
Right.
Bring back what was Laura Lee. Bring back
Yes.
Laura Lee. Where is Laura Lee? Because she only had that one movie that I know
Mm-hmm.
of. That was in We Are the Millers.
Yep.
And she was a stripper with Jennifer Aniston. So I mean, it was a big movie. But bring back her.
Imagine. They're actually saying that they're doing a spin-off
Yes, finally.
to Vanderpump.
That's been in the works, I feel like, for so long. I feel like that's been talked about ever since like the main people left the show.
Yeah.
And I think it's so cool. I actually just saw Stassi in Huntington. Um that's all I'll say on that. It was just such a boring show. Like I get it, you're pregnant. You really didn't you she was so pregnant, she didn't want to be there. Like it was not enjoyable for her and you can't foresee that. Um, but it was just like just weird things that she was talking about, and then it was Scandival, and that's when everyone was interested, and it was
Right.
literally the last like 4 minutes of the show, and then she did a slideshow of weird behind the scene photos. Um, but I feel like she would be good TV with her kids and Lala's kids and
Mm-hmm.
Sheena's kids.
Yeah.
And who else has kids? Brittany. Brittany
Brittany.
and Jax, which I think they're all really cool. I think they
Yeah.
make the show. I don't think they should bring in any new people.
No.
Also, I love Charlie.
Yes.
She was
Oh, yeah.
such a good additive to the show this year.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like she was always like had this weird substance in the show because I've been watching and I watch the show religiously like over and over and over again. And when she came on, she had all these weird food allergies or not even allergies. She was like, I've never had pasta. I've never had a salad. And it's like, what are you eating?
What did you eat then?
What did you eat? Because
Just
now
straight chicken.
you could have given me a whole episode just on that, like a Vanderpump behind the scene
Right.
rules, because now I'm interested.
Yeah.
But yeah, bring her back too.
I need a food blog from
Yeah.
you personally. We need to know what the fuck you're eating. Do you follow The Summer I Turned Pretty?
You know, I did watch that show when it first came out, and it caught my attention. But then when I realized I was a 30-year-old man watching a show about 16-year-old girls
Yes.
becoming pretty, it became so much more boring to me.
Mm-hmm.
But it is like, I understand what the show stands for, and I feel like it's kind of like a better alternative to, what was that one show, where the girl,
Oh.
13 Reasons Why.
Yes.
And I feel like that, and when we were in that age now where you
Mhm.
would be attracted to that type of show, that's
Yeah.
what we had. And it was so problematic.
Oh
It was
my
such
God.
a horrible show.
Oh
And
my God.
it was like traumatizing. I still think of
I
a
love
couple
that
scenes.
show, but it
Yeah.
was traumatizing. If I couldn't take my eyes off it, it was that traumatizing.
Yeah, it was like you had to see what was going on. But I am a stan for the show because there are a lot of Taylor Swift songs in it.
Oh my gosh. I mean, the original show, they premiered it with August as like the
Yes.
go-to thing, and then they just released the new trailer, and I was just like, this is like Taylor's got her fucking foot in everything.
Oh my God.
This bitch is like a global icon.
Gosh, I feel like she is, and I dare I say this, and not, maybe I hope not get canceled, but the white Beyonce. Like I feel like she
Oh,
has
100%.
that like control of
Oh, yeah.
hiding everything and making sure no one knows her next move,
Yep.
and she's so cryptic in everything
Yep.
she does. Although I don't think Beyonce's as cryptic or as, also dare I say, intelligent. Not intelligent, but
Yeah.
you know what I'm trying, not, and please cut that out. But I just feel like she's not as cryptic for what she's trying to do next as Taylor Swift.
Yes.
I feel like she's more cryptic in sending a message,
Yes.
which is, her message is everything that needs to be said. So please cut that out.
The thing about Taylor Swift, she'll set up a message for her fans to figure out that'll be 5 years in the past, and then the song will be released in fucking, like, years ago. She said how she mentioned one time that she had a 10-minute version of All Too Well, and the people literally begged for it, and then when she released it, it went fucking wild.
And we deserved that song.
Oh my God.
saying. Us Swifties, us Taylor Swifties, we deserve that song.
I'm not gonna lie, I left Montauk like a couple of weeks ago, and the drive is like an hour back to where I live, and At one point, I listened to All Too Well for like 40 minutes because you could just keep
Yeah,
putting
no.
it on repeat.
I know when you're gonna be home.
Yeah, and I was like, all right, so only 3 more times and then I'm home.
My guilty pleasure was when I used to go to the gym because I don't go anymore. Um, I would listen to All Too Well twice, and that would be my cardio. So I would like listen to it once on the treadmill
Mhm.
and then once on the elliptical. The elliptical was hard to get through though.
Yeah.
But going back to what you said about her, people asking years ago, people are actually saying now that she's going to be coming out with an album that was supposed to be coming out years ago, Karma,
Yes.
which is, I think, crazy. And now there's all these hints coming out that this album is actually coming. Like it's even in new music videos to this
Yeah.
day. And I just think it's so wild that she can go back and she even says she actually just put out an interview, or not an interview, maybe like a comment saying somewhere, and she was like, my thing is Easter eggs. Like I will put an Easter
Yes.
egg in something that's so hidden that you won't even realize it's there until, like how you said, albums will come out
Yep.
later, and it will, my real fans will know
Mhm.
what I'm actually talking about.
Yep.
I think that's so cool to me.
And just the way she, this is annoying me. Just the way she like goes about it, like she, every time she releases the Taylor's version, now we're getting songs from the vault, so you know this fucking vault is filled with a full album.
Oh my god.
That's how you know, like, because for the songs that came out, they're fucking unbelievable.
Oh my god. I love, like, Speak Now Taylor's version. Totally plugging that. And please stream Speak Now Taylor's version, not the old one.
Right.
Because we do not want that money going to Scooter Braun or
No.
any of Big Machine record label.
Right.
At all. Delete it off your phone. Delete it. Just, it doesn't exist.
If you're a Swiftie, only listen to Taylor's version.
Yeah, like we appreciate that you wanted these songs played because we wanted them at the tour.
Right.
And on the tour, which I did go on,
I performed.
and I did not buy any ticket for anything over asking because of a good friend of mine. Love you. We went, and she only played 2 songs from Speak Now because of everything that was with the album coming
Yeah.
out. She announced it on tour, and now there's another conspiracy that she's going to go back around on tour and do just like a little bit of like do and change, like when she does everything in Europe, she's going to change her whole set list, or
Mhm.
she's going to go on like a Speak Now tour, which I would still go to.
Oh
Like,
my God.
I will pay any money to go see her. Thankfully, I did not pay a lot.
If she goes, I'm praying, at least at the very least, that she puts this tour on Netflix.
I think she
At the very least. She did Reputation. At the very least, I just want to be able to watch it in my fucking living room.
would. Mm-hmm.
If I can't, I'm hoping now she's in a fresh fucking breakup. Why not go on tour?
Yeah.
Work, 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 work. If I was going through a breakup, guess what I'm doing? I'm fucking working until my toes bleed.
But I just never understand, like, and I just never understand how she she is so quick to just get a new man.
Oh my God.
I could barely get a text back, and this girl is in a whole nother relationship with a whole nother house within a week.
Yep.
Which I love that for her, because you know what? She can.
Have you ever looked at her timeline?
I have tried to keep up with that timeline, and it is so hard.
Dave Portnoy once made like a perfect timeline, like following like each boyfriend. And I went through it once and I was like, I think it was him that did it, but it showed like the dates and stuff. And some of the guy, like literally, she banged him out in 1 year. And I was like, she's doing this and then she's making songs about each fucking person and she's just making hits.
So Taylor Swift is pretty much a pimp.
Yeah. She's pimping these guys out for music.
And we love that.
Oh, I love every fucking minute of it.
I love that.
Speaking of Taylor Swift, she recently posted from 4th of July with Selena Gomez. And obviously, we're best friends. We don't get very much cameos from them. And, like, she's not that much on social media, like, with her own life.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like she's always doing something for the 4th of July. Like, years ago, she was with Gigi Hadid and she was with Blake Lively and stuff. But it was nice to see that they're actually friends and it's not just, like, some made-up fucking thing.
Yeah. Which is also coming back to her being cryptic. Everyone's saying that one picture that she did post within that slide, there was pictures of her and Gigi or her and Selena, and there was one picture of her in a very beautiful blue dress with a red lip, which
Mm-hmm.
is very indicative to 1989 Taylor's version,
Yes.
which is also supposed to be the next album that's
Yes.
supposed to be re-released, which is in her past music video. The name escapes me right now. I think it's "I Can See You."
Mm-hmm.
The last clip, it says 1989 Taylor's version on a
Yes.
street sign right
Yes.
before it cuts to the end.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just another one of her things. Like, again, you said she doesn't provide much into her life and what she does on the weekends or 4th of July.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like everything she does is so cryptic. Like, she is telling us something.
She's a fucking mastermind.
And she was with that whole girl group while she was in her 1989 era.
Yeah.
So I think, again, I don't think she's using them because I think those are her real friends.
Yeah.
But I don't know. She's a genius.
I can't wait for that one.
Mhm.
I mean, I love the Speak Now one, but that shit was my shit. 1989 was my shit.
Yeah. Right now, I'm in my Lover era. It's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I'm a big Lover guy.
You're a soft boy.
Yeah, I am a soft boy. I'm super hard exterior, but you know,
Mhm.
there's a little inside of me that's a little soft.
Just a
and
little lover.
Just want a little bit of love, you know?
Yeah.
And just want to feel that happiness. So
Right.
it's one of her albums that's more of like a happy love album where it's like she feels so excited to be in love, I guess. Like
Yeah.
Cruel Summer. Like, that is the song of the summer. I don't
Oh,
care
yeah.
what anybody says. It's 5 years old, whatever. It's still a single and it's impacting radio at #1.
Mhm.
So she did it, and that's something the fans have begged for, and we're waiting for a music video and, you know, Lover from the Vault, because actually Lover, I don't think we'd get a Taylor's version because it's
No.
not under Big Machine. I
Right.
think it would just be Lover Taylor's version from the Vault,
Yes.
or Lover from the Vault. I think that's how that would play out.
She might even release them as singles
Yeah.
because Lover was Taylor's version.
Yeah.
Because like even like Folklore and those, you could tell those are very much her sound.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, you know what? Let me tell you something. Folklore and Evermore, really not albums. I just can't really get into them. I like them. I don't mind listening to them, but I cannot understand the story behind it.
Yeah.
I feel like they're just stories about people instead
Yes.
of her. And I like more her experiences,
Mhm.
her breakups, hearing her side of things.
Right.
And also, I feel like we don't really get the music videos and the content
Mhm.
of those albums the way maybe we should have, or
Mhm.
we have.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just me though.
I agree.
There are
But
going to be people who
speaking of Selena Gomez, supposedly she's dating Lip from Shameless, who's now in that big show, The Bear. Did you ever follow Shameless?
You know, I've seen a couple episodes. I thought it was funny and all, but no, I never really followed it. It kind of reminded me of Weeds. Do you ever watch
Kinda,
Weeds?
yeah.
That's what it reminded me of, kind of.
Yeah.
And I loved Weeds. I don't know. I just never got into Shameless. Maybe I should give it a try.
Such a good fucking show. It's
I-
a beautiful show.
I love the name Fiona.
Oh. Yeah, that's my niece's name. Shout out to her.
Yeah.
Shout out to Desmond because he keeps asking me to shout him out and I keep forgetting to. So, shout out to you. But Selena, I feel like all of the drama happened this year with the bullying and shit, and now she's just dating around. I don't know if this is even true. There's no pictures posted of them. It would be a very interesting couple. I mean, he's very good looking and she's very good looking, so I'd love to see like a relationship blossom.
But this kind of gives me the image in my head. I also think of, like, when I compare Selena and Lip, I don't really know his name, but I think of Kylie and these rumors of Timothy Chalamet, which the trailer to Wonka came out today, which I watched, and I was not expecting the story that's going down of what's actually going to be told.
I didn't see it.
Oh,
I have to watch it.
It's more about how he came into chocolate, which that's,
Oh.
I guess, kind of what they described was going to be the movie, but it just wasn't what I was expecting. It looks good though.
So is it more a story about Wonka?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's called Wonka.
Okay.
So, but yeah, that's what I think of it when I
So
think
is
of
Timmy
that.
playing Wonka?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And I just, like, don't see him and Kylie together.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like ever since those rumors came out, like she's in her soft era. You know, she's running in the fucking fields and she's making TikToks and she's just living her best life and she's wearing a lot of like cottagecore outfits and like doing different things with her hair and being natural and doing all these things. It's just like I guess we'll see if they ever are actually together.
Honestly, I feel like she's another one that's just so quiet about her life.
Oh
I didn't
yeah.
even know that her and Travis Scott weren't together. I guess I just wasn't keeping up
Mhm.
until I found out that Travis Scott might have been with SZA.
Yes.
And I kind of stand that couple.
Me too.
Like, I really
Me
do stand,
too.
and you know how big of a fan SZA,
Mhm.
how big of a fan of SZA I am. And I just think, like, he's definitely more SZA's type, and
Mhm.
SZA's definitely more his type.
Yes.
I don't think him and Kylie, not that they didn't make a good couple, but it was just like, I feel like she always looked so uncomfortable.
Mhm.
I just feel like in nothing she ever really looked happy.
Yeah. She definitely looked like she was not chasing a fantasy, but like when they first started dating, she was going on tour with him and doing like fun things with him. And then, they had their baby, they had Stormy. And then I guess she chose to have the second baby with him, I guess to keep it like in the same family because they were always very like patchy on and off. They didn't post that much together, but I love Kylie. I'm here for like whatever
Yeah,
she wants to do,
I support
honestly.
her.
Um, Travis Scott got a lot of heat this year, and I feel like even if him and SZA aren't together, like SZA was the only one that kind of welcomed him back into like the music industry. She had him come on tour, and like she
Yeah,
she went on to his tour, and I feel like that if that is the case, obviously Kylie's okay with it because she went to SZA concert.
yeah,
Um, and hopefully that's the case.
yeah. I mean, but what could you do if, like, I mean, you're Kylie Jenner. I mean, I honestly think the next best thing might be SZA. SZA's gorgeous, so like she has to be happy for him.
Oh yeah.
Like, but also like that's always like with this whole relationship with Kylie and just relationships in general. Like the beginning is just so good, and
Mhm.
then it's like everyone thinks it's so good, and then
Mhm.
it's not.
Right.
But and then nobody knows, and some people are able to keep it private, and some people just are not.
And people love jumping on like the shipping people bandwagon. People will make up fucking relationships with celebrities that probably haven't even met each other. They could
Yeah,
like pass each other in a fucking Burger King and they're like, "Did you see they were eating chicken fries together at the Burger King? They're fucking going steady."
we also might have done that earlier today. We were talking about Kyle and Morgan Wade, but
Yes.
the proof is in the pudding. So.
Right. If they're going out, they're going steady.
Yeah, right. If they're going on and seen on multiple dates, I mean, you just have to know.
But it brings me into the next topic. Everyone is up in arms over Kiki Palmer at the fucking Usher concert because he's singing to her and he's grabbing on her and she's wearing a risque outfit, but it's fucking Kiki Palmer. Like
And
you had a baby with Kiki Palmer. She's the coolest person I feel like in the fucking industry. She doesn't give a fuck about anybody, and you're gonna choose now to go public and call this bitch out
yeah,
when that's the mother of your child, and you're gonna be like, oh, really, a mother wearing that to the Usher concert? Who gives a fuck what she's wearing?
is
Maybe
it?
she just became comfortable with her body.
Aren't they together too?
Yes,
Yeah, that's horrible. That's a private issue. Also,
literally.
I didn't think her outfit was that inappropriate. It's nothing that
No,
I haven't seen before in Kmart or Walmart.
literally.
When have I been to a Kmart? I'm sorry,
Right.
Walmart, especially in Middle Island. I mean, yeah, the outfit, like just anywhere, the things you see, like I just don't think that what she was wearing, especially to a residency show, was
Hmm.
inappropriate. Knowing it was Usher and she's a celebrity, he knows when celebrities are there.
Exactly.
Obviously, he's gonna go up to her. I
If
just
you're gonna be with a bad bitch, you can't just become insecure after you've gotten her. I
yeah
mean, she just had your kid. He posts her all the time. He posted a clip of her not too long ago and she's shaking her butt in the camera. It's okay for you to post that, but I guess you got jealous of the way she was singing with Usher, but it's fucking Usher concert. Like that's the experience. He probably only went up to her because he knew her.
I just like, also really don't think that it was necessary to make it public for people to know. I
Right.
thought that was a very private issue, and if you felt that way, that's okay. I mean, I get
Exactly.
your feelings. Your feelings are should be validated.
Hmm.
But I just don't think that he should have blown her up on social media like that,
No.
talking about your baby mother. I don't think it's
Especially when
ever
you're
alright to talk about.
actively with the woman. You're with her. Text her and be like, when you get home, we need to talk because this photo just leaked. You don't go online and blast her shit out.
I don't even think it leaked. It wasn't a leaked photo. It
No,
wasn't
it
like
was just
she,
a
her nipples
video.
were showing, or again, like I don't know. I feel like it's free the nipple. Do whatever you want to do. Wear what you want to wear. Like,
Hmm.
I mean, obviously, don't do inappropriate things in front of like people you shouldn't.
Yeah.
But just like I don't know. I just feel like men sometimes they have no problem when the woman is dressing for them, but like when the woman is dressing just for themselves to feel good
Mm-hmm.
and do something, then it's an issue. Like, why are you gonna walk out of the house
Yeah.
like that? Like, well, what does it matter? Like,
And the biggest thing is like,
you're walking out of the house in your busted ass drawers and doing
right,
whatever you're doing. So
right. You're walking around with holes in your fucking drawers, and
skid
you don't want
marks.
this bitch who just had a baby to come out and like feel something about her life. Should she have been like so close to Usher and letting him sing in her fucking face? Maybe not. But it's Kiki Palmer. She is like a very funny and like very active and very like outgoing person. So that's her personality. That's how she's always been.
Yeah,
It's so fucking annoying.
It is so annoying. Also, I would really love to see Kiki Palmer in a new Sister Act.
Oh my god.
Because Sister Act is such a good movie.
Oh my god.
Such a good movie.
That would be fucking amazing.
Like Kiki Palmer, Whoopi Goldberg.
Mm-hmm.
Even bring back Lauryn Hill because Lauryn Hill was in Sister Act too, and that was
Yes.
phenomenal.
Oh my god, I love that movie.
I don't even know which one was better, 1 or 2, to be quite honest.
I love to.
2?
I love to.
Yeah, that one was with the kids.
Yes.
Yeah, when that little kid hit that
Oh
really
my
high
god.
nose. Oh my god.
I watched that clip from time to time over and over again.
Well, here's a funny story. I did a short stint in drag.
Oh.
Yes. And my drag name was Her. Just Her. Who was it? Her. Who's coming to the stage?
Her.
Who is that nasty bitch walking down the boardwalk?
Her.
Me. And now that I think about it, I always wish I had a drag sister named She.
Oh.
She.
Hershey.
From the House of Kisses.
Yes. Oh my god.
If anyone wants to get back on
Holy
that.
shit.
Yeah,
we're taking applications. We're
Let's
going
go.
fucking live.
But a boss of mine, shout out to him, Anthony Chiocci. He was the owner of Sandcastle. He put together a bunch of his employees, and we were always so close, and everyone always called us a coven or a covenant,
Mm-hmm.
whatever a nun goes to.
Yeah.
A convent.
Convent.
So every year at Cherries, they would do this show, and all the employees would like dress in drag from each of the jobs and put on a show. So my boss was like, since we always call each other sister, it was like Sister Taylor, Sister Daniel, Sister Erin, Sister Morgan. We would dress in habits in drag and do the numbers from Sister Act.
Wow.
And there is a video out there of it. So I'd have to ask him for it, but it is a really good video.
I'll be looking that up.
Yeah, we were all in habits, and it was really fun, and it was Sister Act, and such a good movie. So it always reminds me of my great boss, Anthony Chiocci.
Shout out to you.
Shout out to Anthony.
Speaking of dressing up, did you see Kim K and Dolce in Italy?
Also, I want to say the color purple will bring Kim Kardashian and Taylor Swift together.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to shout that out to a reason that a good blogger, Liz Woods, has said, because we all know this huge thing between Taylor and Kim, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they never really, ever since, ever had any communication or any type of like interaction. So now, Speak Now comes out, and Taylor is looking over her shoulder in this beautiful purple gown, which is brand new, and Kim Kardashian's wearing the same thing. And Kim Kardashian also has all these kids that also have to love Taylor Swift at their age. So I truly think that they might be at the LA show. I think the color purple, Speak Now, and Taylor Swift can all bring this family together to actually like be cool again.
That would be unbelievable.
I really think it would be.
I mean, Kim looked absolutely, it was almost the most beautiful. She's so gorgeous, but she looked like a fucking fairy tale princess, the way she was strutting down the little street in Italy with her mom close by. Chris looked fucking amazing. I mean, the both of them just looked like everyone's on the sideline. It literally reminded me of the Princess Diaries.
Yeah.
When she's walking down the parade. Like, I'd be throwing fucking roses.
And also, that was another moment that I gasped, because I feel like you never see Kim Kardashian in gowns like that, with trains being like dragged across the floor and all of that.
Showing her personality, running a little. And even if it's all for like the show or whatever you would call it, the line, it's just like so fucking, it's like a fantasy.
Yeah, I definitely love her style more without Kanye. I feel like Kanye does this thing where he dresses down women and like accentuates parts of their bodies that
Mm-hmm.
he wants accentuated.
Yes.
And instead of it being the focus of like, I guess maybe the the outfit being a piece of artwork, how this beautiful gown was. I don't know. I feel like Kanye, like even when he does with his wife now, Bianca, what's her name, Sensori,
Yeah.
like he's like puts her in like these weird things, and it's
Well,
like,
he's in a weird era right now
yeah,
because he's wearing socks and shoes.
yeah, and
Um,
walking around these streets, like this is not Splish Splash. I'm sorry, we
no.
do not want you walking around here barefoot,
No,
ma'am.
he's pulling up to his son's game and he looks like he just came from the back of a fucking Taco Bell.
The one in no, he looks like he came back from the back of the beer distributor. You know, the one on like
Right.
112. Yeah,
Yes.
like hanging out over there.
Literally. He
Like when you're
stopped
trying.
there and then he was like, "Oh, I forgot I have to go to this game."
God, I gotta get my shoes.
Mhm. I just I really hope he turns around. They just released like one of the newer episodes about how she's like so broken down about him and like I, f- it could be just a show, you
Mhm.
know. Obviously, it's not all reality, but I feel bad for her. Like I feel bad for moms that feel like they have to put on this show for their kids and they have to always keep their game face on and they can never let their guard down and all
Yeah,
this stuff and add on top of that millions of people fucking talking about you in your life. Like I can
yeah,
only imagine the stuff that her and Chloe like really have to go through.
yeah,
It's got to be taxing on your fucking mental health.
yeah, yeah. That's crazy. Like, if you actually think about all the stuff they've been through and like how they're always recorded, like, I don't know if I'd want a camera on me all the time
No.
because one, my life's not that interesting, and two, I just feel like they have no privacy at
Mm-mm.
all.
I think I'd break a camera.
Yeah,
If I'm having a bad day and this guy's like, "No, you have to record." I might be like, "Fuck the claws and fuck your camera and I want you out of my fucking house."
yeah, no. But here's a question for you: do you prefer Kardashians on Hulu or Keeping Up with the Kardashians on E Network?
I feel like E Network was a little bit more real and
Even though it
who
was like kind of like
yes,
so production
it was
based,
so production based.
like not even using the house that they were actually
But
in.
now it's almost like they're making each storyline like movies. That's how I like
Yeah.
the whole Courtney and Travis thing and they're
Did you
they're
watch their
focusing
wedding?
on her. Yes.
That was a snooze fest.
And it is just like Kim's wedding. I just want to
Yeah.
I'm going to have to side. I know it's a sister fight. I'm going to have to side with Kim on this
I
one.
side with Kim too. I also think that she deserved to come out in that black dress, that last black dress that she like
Mhm.
walked in, or you know the black one that looked like what Courtney wore.
Yes.
It looked better on Kim.
Right.
Like I feel like she just kind of Courtney meaning she just kind of got with the Dolce wedding because Dolce wanted to do her wedding
Right.
because it was her first wedding.
Mhm.
Mind you, this woman was 44 having her first wedding
Mhm.
of the biggest family in the United States, let alone
Exactly.
the world.
So I'm sure like for her side, it is like a big thing. She didn't want her copying her. She wanted all the attention to be on her because it was her first wedding and everyone else had their chance to do all of this. But like I feel like this wasn't even your style. You just came into like this almost emo style once you started hanging out with Travis. So now you want to
yeah,
put a cross on your neck and you want to go Dolce when you know your sister just had her wedding, not just, but her and Kanye got married in fucking Italy. They had Andre Bocelli
yeah,
sing at their wedding. Like, you're a copycat. And then you got pressed when Kim wanted to do a Dolce shoot in Italy at the same time. Like, it's a sister fight. So,
yeah. It's literally this whole thing is a overprivileged sister fight.
right.
That's all this
You
is.
stole my shirt,
Yeah.
and
But
now I want it back.
this shirt is probably like $30 million.
Right.
So
right. You
it's
stole
not-
my diamonds, and now they're in the fucking ocean.
There are kids dying in Africa.
They've been beefing like forever. Like I loved Courtney and Scott. Like fucking Scott was just like running the show and like obviously she deserved better because he was running dogging her.
Yeah.
But like it's a fucking show, like it's your life. Like just leave the show.
Yeah.
You're so miserable, just you got your happy life, you're pregnant now. That's great. Like you announced it at his fucking concert, but like do your thing now. Like
Yeah.
go be free. You
Go be
really hate
free.
you hate it so much. You hate your sister so much. Not hate, but you know what I mean. Like,
I mean, you're pregnant at 44, so there's a lot you have to do.
right?
Do that, like just live your life and don't be negative. Because I
Yeah,
feel like she's just a black cloud,
yeah.
like a dark cloud. She just like comes over and it's just like the mood shifts.
Mhm.
Even if she's in her little like happy love bubble or whatever
Right.
it is.
And even like before the happy love bubble, she was really in a fucking dark place. Like she was crying a lot. She was definitely going through the motions of life. But be happy.
Yeah.
Everybody, choose to be happy. Follow your own fucking path.
Be
Do
happy.
what you want to do. Don't live for others. Don't live for the world, especially if you're on camera all the time, because they are on camera all the time. And it's probably a lot easier said than done because they have to see all the mean comments, all the bullies, all the blogs. Everybody's posting about them 24/7, their whole fucking lives. But like, choose to be better than what you want to, because if you live in your darkness, you're going to fucking live in there forever.
Mm-hmm. Amen.
But I'm going to end it here. Thank you so much for coming.
No, thank you.
Please come back again.
I would love to.
Hopefully, Kelly won't bail.
Yeah, Miss Kelly. I feel like every time we're supposed to like do this, one of us bails. So
Yep.
I'm
But
coming for you.
Melissa, take us out.